Hello, you lovely lot. Welcome back to another episode of the Football Fill-In. It's been another banger of a weekend in the Premier League. As usual, delivering all the goods. And this week we are joined by Love Island Lothario. I'm sorry for saying that. That's a brutal intro. It's Luca Bish. Hello, mate.
What's going on?
You okay?
Yeah, you?
Look how handsome this guy is, by the way. Look at his teeth. He is incredible. He's absolutely immaculate. Nice to have you on the show, mate.
Yeah, good.
Tottenham smashed it this weekend. You've watched all the Premier League football, so you know what we're going to be talking about, yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom, good to go. And to my right, with probably the biggest grin I've seen him ever have, is Mark Goldbridge. How are you, mate?
Very good, mate. Very good. And feeling quite ugly next to this guy. But,
Mate, aren't we all?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Loving it.
First game we're going to talk about this weekend, Manchester United against Arsenal. Goldbridge, you are the main man to talk to us about this one.
I might have forgot the whole show, have I?
You can do and say whatever you want, and I know you're smiling, I know you're happy. Come on, talk to me about Man United yesterday.
I just think it was a fantastic performance from Manchester United. I thought Arsenal played really, really well, but United, we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? Ten Hag just schooled Arteta in the way that he that Ronaldo substitution for me, people can say, oh, I said Ronaldo changed the game. I'm not saying he came on and won the game, but the way Arsenal's defence just thought, oh, let's step up a bit. And then we killed them with 2 goals in behind it. It's amateur stuff from Arsenal. It's amateur from Arteta. But it was brilliant by Ten Hag, who's come into this league and people have sort of gone, oh, should we have gone with Pochettino? And is he good enough? And I think he just showed that he's a very, very good coach. He's the real deal. And the big thing for me was that Manchester United, Arsenal played well, but look at the goals. They were all very straightforward. Bruno missed a chance. Eriksen missed a chance. Arsenal can say what they like, but the chances fell to Manchester United. It was clinical.
Luca, did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, I did. I think Arsenal were good for about 60 minutes, like you said, when he brought Ronaldo on. But I don't know, United, I just don't have faith in them at the minute.
Really?
Still, nah.
I was there 2 weeks ago, don't worry, mate.
Yeah, Brentford done them, didn't they? Was it 4-0
Yeah.
or 4-1?
Yeah, 4-0, yeah.
4-0. They go through patches. I just want to see consistency with Eric and see how they get on. But
You know what I like, though, because you did this last year with Spurs, draws kill you.
Yeah.
You got top 4 last year because you never drew, so you can lose a couple, but as long as you go on a run of winning, and I like that from United.
And to do Arsenal, who are
Flying.
5
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. You're in the right direction.
Yeah, I think United have found a way to, and they've done it for the last 3 weeks as well, find a way to win, sort of ugly, do you know what I mean? They haven't been, yesterday wasn't the best performance in the world, was it?
No.
The last few weeks haven't been the best performance in the world, but finding a way to win ugly is massive. And like you say, if you can not get the draw, get over the line, get the 3 points, you'll smash it.
Look at the chances, though, Ben. I mean, look, Saka had a chance, and Arsenal fans are going, oh, it's close. De Gea's got it covered.
Yeah.
It just whizzes by fast, but his angles, he's got it covered. Odegaard had a chance. Salah had a half chance.
Odegaard was a good chance.
Yeah, he should have
He
scored
absolutely
chance.
sliced it, didn't he?
But apart from that, they felt like tap-ins, United goals. They were so well constructed. And as I said, Bruno had a big chance. United had the better chances.
I want to talk about
chances win games, don't they?
I want to talk about the disallowed goal, right? And I want your opinions on this, right? So give me yours on where you sit on this disallowed goal yesterday.
100%. When it happened, I was shouting foul, and I shouted on the watch-along foul for 3 minutes until he gave the foul. I cannot believe the referee took so long, and therefore I do have sympathy with people who think it's not a goal because it's clearly not clear and obvious to the ref.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it wasn't, because he doesn't touch the ball and it's a clear foul.
Luca?
It's a foul.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a foul. It's
I'm
soft,
not having
but it's
it.
a foul, isn't it?
Well, I thought he got a bit of the ball.
No,
on
that's
the game,
what at the beginning.
And he didn't.
As soon as you see the replay, it goes from behind.
Yeah.
Just
I'm not
literally
having it, lads.
Doesn't-
I think it's
doesn't touch
soft.
the ball.
It's soft, but it's a foul, isn't it? If you're watching it back, it's a foul.
Do you know what? The thing with the VAR this weekend, by the way, has been a shambles. It's been an absolute disgrace. You're in the mud, VAR, seriously. But I think they said to us, right, that if it's a clear and obvious error from the referee, he can change it, yeah? But I just think that wasn't a clear and obvious error. I think he let the play go on. They scored the goal. Good finish by Martinelli as well. Yeah. I've got him in my dream team. I was buzzing, honestly. Me and my son high-fiving. We're jumping like, oh, get in there, you beauty, all that kind of stuff. And then straight away, Louis went, but I bet it's a foul. And I can't believe that he changed his mind.
Brought him up well.
He killed himself. Do you know why he killed himself? By taking so long at looking at it and going, ooh.
You're right. I don't think the referee wanted to give the foul.
No, he didn't.
But I think he knows he's going to get pelters if he doesn't give it, so he's changed his mind. But that's just incompetence from a referee again. It was a foul.
It was soft. It was soft, but it's a foul.
Yeah.
If he touched the ball, I think it's a goal.
Yeah, he's got to
This
give
is the
it.
beauty of football, lads.
It literally...
This is the beauty, isn't it? Opinions all over the shop, and we're all entitled to them. Even though you're wrong, we're all entitled to our opinions.
If you're in goal, Ben, and Martinelli tackles you and then passes it into an empty net, it's a foul.
Yeah, for sure it is, yeah.
You've changed your mind now, haven't you?
It's a foul. Roy Keane said it was a foul, so it's got to be a foul.
It's got to be, Roy with Keane.
There was a good explanation last night. I think it was Ian Wright said, I thought it was a foul. As an Arsenal fan, he said, 20 years ago, that's not a foul. But in a modern game, I know that's going to be a foul. I don't think it should be, but it is.
Just after the goal was disallowed, by the way, I heard the Man United fans singing, Paul Tierney, he's one of our own.
He had a good game.
Genuinely
he had a very good game. He let the Bruno foul go for the
to be fair to him,
He had a good game. Good ref.
Just quickly then, looking at the United starting lineup, Anthony straight in, £100 million move, straight in the starting lineup. Impressed?
Yeah, it just takes the pressure off, doesn't it, when the media want to write what a waste of money and he scores in his first game, so it just kills it. It's like when we bought Martial. And, I think he'll get better and better. He looked a bit rusty.
Was Martial's against Arsenal as well? Or was that
Liverpool off the bench? Yeah.
Bend it around.
Yeah. Casemiro on the bench. When's he going to start? He's got to start soon, hasn't he?
Over McTominay for me.
There you go. It's only a matter of time.
He's playing well at the moment. He's playing well at the moment. But yeah, it's nice to have that. It's like having a Ferrari in the garage, isn't it? It's nice to know that when you need it.
Anyway, Man United are, I don't know if you can see this world-class wall chart that we got here from Match Magazine. Man United up to 5th. You wouldn't have said this a few weeks ago.
3 points off the top, title race.
That's what I'm saying. Man United top 4 this season?
Let's take. I do agree. Let's take it game by game. It's Palace away next week, so I think I'm with Ten Hag.
Sitting on the fence like you wouldn't believe. Luca, Man United this season top 4, yes or no?
Nah.
Got a negative on United.
United. To be fair, I hate Liverpool, Arsenal a lot more than United, but I don't think United have got it in them.
Okay.
It's the new potential father-in-law, isn't it? Although he played for us, Michael Owen.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
This Liverpool vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of a Liverpool vibe. Right. Anyway, buzzing. Man United absolutely smashed it. It's time for though what you're wearing. Right, Goldbridge, talk me through this beauty of a top. You walked in this morning and everybody straight away was like, where's that bad boy from?
Yeah, it's so I think Adidas released it must be 2018 because it's an anniversary Adidas top for the 1968 European Cup win for Manchester United. Nice. It's very nice, very nice.
It's a beautiful colour, beautiful top, nice little gold accents in it. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm
I
really
didn't
happy
actually
with
think it was a football shirt. When I come in, I was like, oh,
where's
yours?
Yeah. Well, I'd have to try and find a different one every week at the moment.
Yeah, I said to you last week, didn't I? I need to get on all these like dodgy websites and get some of these proper knockoff Man
Vintage
United
is the
shirts.
best.
Vintage are best, aren't they? Yeah. I've got like vintage Man United. They're beautiful, like the Adidas ones. Like I'll get a couple for us, all right? Right, Luca, big Tottenham fan. Spurs 2-1 against Fulham. What are you saying?
I was there.
Did you go?
Yeah,
did you?
I went.
Love that.
I actually thought it'd be a better game than it was.
Yeah.
We're just not playing well, but we're winning, which is rare. We have an attacking game like under Pochettino and stuff like that. We play unbelievable football and come away with a draw or lose. We're actually playing badly and winning, which is different to what we usually like, which I'm actually
Your front three last year, though, do you think it will come back? Because Kulusevski, Kane and Son, they had this ridiculous stat from January to the end of the season that they had the most goals.
Most goals, yeah.
But I agree, I've seen Spurs a few times and they're just quietly going about. You're picking up the points.
Against Nottingham Forest, we scored and sat back, and I was like, I'm not enjoying it. But if we're winning games, which is rare for us to consistently do, I'm all for it.
So 14 points, yeah, after the first 6 games, the joint best ever start for Tottenham.
Unbeaten.
Of a Premier League season, unbeaten. Top 4 this season, Spurs.
I'd hope so, yeah.
Yeah?
Under Conte, I was in the Villa, but I've come out, we spent a lot of money. He's got what he wanted, by the sounds of it. And I hope he can do the job.
And Harry Kane, what are we saying about him? Because, you know what, I made this big decision on Saturday morning, right? And I put it out on my Instagram story where for my fantasy team, right, I was going Haaland or Kane, captain, and it was like, I'm not sure.
You got both of them in your fantasy team?
But of course, I've got them both.
serious
And I've got
stuff,
Jesus as well, all right? I go top every single time, yeah, for sure, right? But I went with Harry Kane as captain, right? And I'm sitting there watching, like, like on BT Sport, they're giving you the review of the game and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, Harry Kane, you're killing me here, geez. We've got like 20 minutes. You're killing me, mate. Finally pops up with a goal.
Little header.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
area again. He hasn't scored, like, unbelievable goal yet either. It's all been like a...
little poacher goals
I think
and
he scored
stuff.
2 or 3 headers.
Yeah.
It's like Son as well. I mean, Son and
Son's
Salah,
out
golden
of
boot
form.
curse. They're just not hitting
Salah's
it.
Son's miles off.
Son,
isn't he?
I think Richarlison's going to take his place.
I think so, yeah.
I think Conte keeps leaving him to play into form, and it's not happening for him. You see him after the game; he looks upset with himself.
He does, yeah. He got brought off last
Fantastic
week.
player.
Yeah, and
he
he
looks
was
a bit miserable.
And you don't
but
see Son ever do that.
He'll come good. I think he's a fantastic player, but he has had a slow start.
I'll tell you, Mitrovic, I really rate.
There you go.
Really rate.
Yeah.
What a goal he scored as
What
well.
a goal. He's just a handful as well, isn't he? Dirty dog as well.
I'd love to see him at a top club.
Do you think he could go to a top club?
I don't know where he plays.
What's his age? How old is he?
Do you know, we
Looks
thought
about
27.
42, but
Is
he
he
might be.
27? 27 years
Yeah,
old.
he can go to a big
Yeah.
club,
Yeah, I thought
And
he was
how
like
many goals did he get?
33.
40-something goals last year.
Yeah.
43
he's
in
mad
the
in the
championship.
championship, yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah, he's a
isn't it?
joker player.
I don't know where
just
he could
needs
go,
the
but I'm with
chances.
you.
He had 1 or 2 chances, 1 goal.
That
Beautiful,
goal was
wasn't it?
fantastic. That was
Yeah.
a good goal.
Yeah, that's so Tottenham, again on the world-class match wall chart, up to third, joint best start. It's looking good this year.
Well, they level with City.
Level on points. Is it level on points for Man City?
They got 14.
Yeah, with 14.
Yeah.
Not a bad start.
And
that
everyone's
is.
waving about City, so...
Before we move on from Tottenham, though, I just want to talk about save of the week, right? I always like to do a save of the week, just to big up the goalies, give them a bit of love. Bernd Leno made a save on Saturday, right, from, I think it was Sessegnon, went through legs, right, and he's tipped it round the post. It was incredible. Do you remember the save years ago of... it was...
Was it where he dropped down?
Yeah, dropped down low, got it just round the post. Jens Lehmann made a save against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right? The one where the camera angle was right behind it, and he just got the faintest of touches, right? Just went round the post, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's like that. It was exactly like that. It was a massive save.
Are they, as an ex-keeper, then, are they the best saves? Because we see them on the telly, and we see these, like De Gea made a save from Martinelli. It's a full hand save.
Yeah.
But surely the fingertip saves are better because it doesn't look clean.
Those
You've
little
actually done it
fingertip
on
When you
saves,
see him
right?
bending in the
boom.
camera.
When you like the one, because I go into literally, I'm talking like the tiny tip of it, right? It's tiny tip of it, and it's all it took to put it past the post. Otherwise, it's in the goal, right? Them saves as a goalie, you kind of once you've made the save as well, you look and you see it going past the post, and you just get this warm feeling of, oh, what a save! I am the man. Oh God! Right. So anyway, though, wicked win for Spurs, absolutely flying up to third. All right, let's move it on. We're going to talk about the late kickoff on Saturday, Aston Villa against Man City. We've all watched this game. What are we saying, Matt?
Well, I got into a bit of trouble because I was watching it on and off, and I said Haaland's destroying Mings, and then Villa fans destroyed me, saying that they started sending me all these quotes, but. He still scored a goal, Haaland. I mean, I just think Haaland's unplayable.
Yeah.
And I think that, but I think Villa responded really well, and we're going to talk about VAR. Just disgusted, absolutely.
Before we get onto the VAR, right, I just want to talk about the Haaland goal, okay? So, first of all, the ball from De Bruyne is a joke.
De Bruyne is a joke.
I think he meant it.
Oh, 100%.
I can't understand. I was going to ask you this: the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Has he got to do a bit better there? Is it just a world-class cross?
I think it's just a world-class cross.
Literally, it looks such a good cross.
I think if Martinez is a step further back, I think he might get a hand on it.
It was a blind cross. That's what made me think.
Yeah, I know.
He just put it in the mixer there.
I think he's just when you've got someone like Haaland in there, I think he can just start putting balls in the mixers now. I really, really do. But if you watch the goal, how it develops, right? The ball, Bernardo Silva plays it to De Bruyne, right? And at that moment in time, Haaland is in the middle of the goal, but on the 18-yard box, right? And as the ball's about to come in, he just makes a move straight to the back post, just peels off. It's like that sixth sense. That's what he's got about himself. It's mad, right? He's got his sixth sense to just know where to go at what time and be in the right play. And as soon as you see the ball going over, you're going, well, he's going to score. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
He's a machine, isn't
he? He is a
With
machine.
someone like De Bruyne behind you, I think you'd score a few goals.
I would.
Cheers.
I'd score 10.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
De Bruyne. I don't like. He gets a lot of credit, but if you put any striker in Haaland's position,
I'm with
I
you.
think they're getting goals.
He's beautiful, isn't
Yeah.
De Bruyne? Like he's got this side foot slap as well. He's got absolutely everything.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
but I think Haaland is so strong. We talked about him last week in the box, the way he can hold off these strong centre-backs. He's quick,
City
his
haven't
movement.
had someone like him.
No, they haven't.
Aguero, Jesus was there in and out.
They're different players, but like this, he's the full package, isn't
They're
it?
still vulnerable, though. Remember, I keep saying this. I think City are vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, they've got Tottenham next.
They've dropped Newcastle,
big game
dropped Villa, maybe Spurs next week.
The one player they had similar was Dzeko, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Never like Haaland's ability, but he's similar.
It's more of a
sort
target man.
Yeah,
They haven't had that. And Jesus is a very different player, isn't he?
Fair play to Villa though. Like Stevie G was under serious pressure going into this game, and the game that you do not want is to be playing against Man City.
Yeah, I thought it was an easy win.
They did well, didn't they, Villa? To be fair, they had a few chances. We'll talk about the disallowed goal as well. What are you saying about that?
Disgusting. I mean, you know what? I watched the game, and then it was only Sunday morning when I went on socials and people were going mad about it that I watched it in depth, that goal, and I was like, well, it's not offside.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm sure everybody's seen it. The pass gets played, not offside. 3 seconds later, Coutinho's scoring and the referee's blowing. That's not the rule. Yeah, the rule is, and we see it all the time, Harry Kane runs through, one-on-one, you know it's offside, he scores, 10 seconds later the flag goes up. That's terrible. I know we've got other ones to talk about, but the linesman and the referee, disgraceful. And I think, people said that City stopped. It deflects past Ederson. Ederson's not saving that anyway.
I disagree. I'm disagreeing with you.
You think he would have saved it?
I think he's, because the whistle was so early. I agree with you with the VAR call. It's a shambles because the lino putting the flag up is one thing, and he's within his rights to put his flag up. But the referee blowing the whistle is the bit that's the shambles. Yeah. And everybody hears the whistle. Everybody. I'm watching on telly.
You've got to stop, haven't you?
The whistle.
Yeah.
So people just automatically stop. Edison's kind of just flicks a hand there. I think he's saving it anyway, isn't he? But that blowing the whistle bit is what killed it. It's a shambles of a decision, honestly.
Well, the lino's done it. Put his flag up. It's the referee, like you said, the referee. Then to blow the whistle was the wrong bit.
And you get City fans going, "Oh, we switched off." It's not the point. It's not
but
the point.
It did get a deflection, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not the point.
So, like, would
whether
have
you
Stones actually
off.
been in that position for it to come off?
They've been deprived of an opportunity to score a goal because somebody doesn't know the bloody rules at the highest level.
Yeah, true that. Anyway, Man City next week, big game against Spurs. How are you thinking for that one?
Someone I was with at football on the weekend was like, "Oh, City are unbelievable," and Pep come out and said something about Tottenham running. Their players were doing non-stop, like in pre-season. And apparently he said, well, it doesn't matter, they won't see the ball when they play us. Oh. And it's funny because he said that, and I think his worst record against an English club is Tottenham.
Spurs, they always get something, don't they?
Tottenham always seem to get something. So, listen, we always go in the game, Spurs fans, against it and you expect to lose. Yeah. Like I think every club in the league does. But in the back of your head, you always think we do all right against these. Even when we didn't have Kane last season, beginning of the season, Son went up the other end and just scored and it was 1-0.
Go on, give us a match prediction.
Is it at City? It is at City.
Yes, it is at City, yeah.
Do you know what? I think with Haaland, they're just a different animal. And I think someone like Romero's a great defender, but I think he's going to go near Ben Davis, Leclerc and Dyer. And I just think he's going to be too much. Yeah. With De Bruyne whipping in balls non-stop. I'm going to go, I don't know.
Got a good front three, they click. Spurs.
Richarlison as well will cause them trouble, and I think I'll go 2-2.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd pick Basuma in that game.
Would you?
100%.
Yeah. Over who?
Probably Ben Tanker, I suppose. Just that Basuma's just so athletic.
Yeah.
You need that in a game like that.
Yeah, boom. Luca, what's your football knowledge like?
It's okay.
Yeah?
I'm going to say good, in case.
Well, I don't know why it is, right, but every week when I say to the guest, what's your football knowledge like? They always get nervous, yeah? And I can see it.
It's in my eyes.
I can see it in his eyes, right? He kind of recoiled, didn't he? He kind of went, it's all right, yeah? And got a bit smaller, right? But do you know what it's time for?
The quiz.
The world famous football fill-in 60-second quiz.
Here we go.
Right there, big dog.
It's like a penalty shootout.
Right, quick recap then. Fozzie sitting atop it. Here's my quiz at least, and I probably knew the answers. I didn't know the answers to a few of mine. Anyway, it is time for Luca Bish to take it on. You ready for this then, big dog?
I'm nervous.
You ready for this?
Go.
Tomasi, are you ready with that timer? 60 seconds. Just give me a 3-second lead in, and we are rattling through it. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Who scored their 50th goal for Bournemouth this weekend?
Pass.
Dominic Solanke. Who scored the fastest ever Premier League hat-trick?
Haaland.
Sadio Mane. How many players were in the wall when even Tony scored this free kick at the
5.
weekend? 11. Wow. What year? 11? There can't have been 11. The goalie.
You got to say
2 teams.
No, you can't have that.
There were 2 teams lined up.
Hold on.
You can't have that. I thought it was the other team.
That's the toughest question in the world. Right, stop
11.
the timer before I started it, yeah?
We're going to have to start again.
Oh my God.
Start again. J-Mo's question, that is.
J-Mo, your questions are
11.
in the mud, mate. We're not having that. Right, we're going to have to start again. I'm going to have to start again. You're not getting them questions again, by the way. Right, we're going to start again because one of the questions was questionable, all right? We got into it. Jamie's questions are questionable, so we're going to start again. He does not know any of the answers to these because we're going to start afresh. Right, give me a 3-second lead in, okay?
3, 2, 1.
What year was Arsenal's invincible season?
99.
2003. Which Premier League manager got sent off at the weekend?
The Leeds manager. What's it?
I'll give it
Jesse.
Jesse March, well done. How many times did Sir Alex Ferguson win the Premier League?
3.
13. Wow. Who was the highest goal difference after this weekend's matches?
Man City.
Yeah, boom. Who was the youngest player ever to appear for England?
Rooney.
Theo Walcott. Who scored the fastest goal at the weekend?
Pass.
Iheanacho. Who was the only player to score a Premier League hat-trick for Crystal Palace?
Ayo.
Balassi. How many goals were scored this weekend? That's tough.
Yeah. 20.
32. Which player had number 6 shirt retired at West Ham?
No clue.
Bobby Moore. How many free kicks were scored this weekend?
3.
2. How many goals in the Premier League did Aguero score for Man City? Wow, that's hard.
185.
Oh, I'll give it you. It's 184, but I'm giving it you. I don't care.
Yeah.
How many goals has Haaland got so far this season?
7.
10. Which team won the Premier League in the 2001-2002 season?
Man United.
Oh, it's Arsenal.
Oh, I ain't saying Arsenal.
He did well, mate.
You got 3.
no
Do you know
chance.
what? I honestly think they might have been the most difficult questions we've had
You
so
stitched
far.
me right out there.
They were the Aguero one. I'm giving it in, by the way. It's 184, but you said 100. That is outrageous how close you got to that.
Thogden's going mad.
Thogden,
Thogden's going mad because you were ahead of Thogden.
I don't care. I've got to give it in for that. I think you got a buffer. I think we should give you a buffer of like 5 goals either side there. Yeah?
On that many goals, you've got to give me something.
Mate, that was...
Anything to put Thogden bottom.
So you've got to thank for those difficult questions Ginger Jamie over here, all right? He is absolutely
stitched me
killed
right
this
up.
week. Wow. They were tough, weren't they?
I was like 2 years old when most of them questions were asked.
Right, mate. Unfortunately, though,
Man United and Arsenal.
it doesn't change the fact that I've got to put you
Oh no, he's joint with Thogden.
with Thogden. I'm just going to put Thogden and Bish.
There we go.
Thogden and Bish, 3 points. They were tough, though, Matt. I think you did well. I think your football knowledge is all right, you know.
It's all right. Not with Arsenal and United, though.
No, that's
Sir
all
Alex
right, yeah.
Ferguson, 3.
No, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
It goes your head there.
Right, it's time to go around the grounds. We're just going to skirt around the other games and talk about... We're going to start with Everton versus Liverpool. The early kick-off on Saturday afternoon. Liverpool, Mark, they're struggling.
Yeah, Everton played really well. Again, it's a bit like Gerrard and Lampard. He's kept himself... well, I think Everton fans are behind Lampard, actually. It's surprising that they really are, and fair play to them. But I thought, yeah, very, very equal game for a Merseyside derby, and I thought Everton were good for a draw, and Liverpool just don't look... They just don't look like... I think they look burnt out to me, Liverpool.
Goalies on top, Luca?
Pickford, unbelievable.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Unbelievable.
Couple belting
Allison
saves.
made a couple good
Yeah, he
saves.
did, to be
But
fair.
Pickford, it was just like nothing was going past him.
Yeah, the sheer volume of shots at Pickford was a joke, wasn't it? It was just like save after save after save.
I tell you what, though, I think if Morpay wasn't a Poundland Richarlison with his haircut, he had some really good opportunities to either play someone in or finish it. Maybe it's just...
Mopat, I really don't rate. He was at Brighton, and I've watched, because obviously I'm from Brighton, I've watched him quite a lot. I really don't rate Mopat.
There has to be a reason why someone like Brighton are selling Neil Mopat.
Yeah.
There has to be, hasn't there?
Maybe,
Liverpool, though, 6th, 7th. Oh, my God. 7th after 6 games. Are Liverpool going to get top 4 this season?
Yeah.
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 They're only 6 points off the top, aren't they?
All right. Sweet, isn't it? OK, by the
It's
way...
their worst start, though, for a while, isn't it?
For a long time.
For a long time.
Long time. By the way, they hit the woodwork 4 times on Saturday, Liverpool and Everton, yeah? That's a joint record in the Premier League. Just give you some stats and facts. That's the way we do here on the Football Fill-In. Brentford versus Leeds.
What a hat-trick.
Brentford on
What a
fire.
hat-trick.
Even
And
Tony's the
Ivan
man.
Toney, what a player.
It was beautiful, weren't it?
He'll get a move soon. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He will, I think.
Our odds must be about 20s.
I reckon
He's
he's
not
only
too old,
25,
26.
Yeah, I reckon he's 25, 26.
The little
as well.
chip over the like.
It's a brilliant. I mean, the penalty obviously is effective score. The free kick was fantastic, and as you say, the chip. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
The free kick, by the way, he's put it in the top corner, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's like the toppest of top.
Keeper was still going quite a while. He was way over, wasn't he?
But
It was the defenders, wasn't it?
So I'm watching on BT again, watching all the things, and the commentator was going, wonderful free kick, what a goal from even Tony. It was the goalie side though, and I'm thinking, mate, come on.
He still put it in.
You're
I don't even know
it,
he
mate.
took free kicks, Tony. To be honest,
I know. He said in his interview afterwards, like he's been practicing them, and so that's why he's
That was
decided to give it a
very,
go.
very good.
What a goal.
Yeah, Brentford, good team to be fair this year, aren't they? They're a bit you're not.
They're exciting to watch.
They are exciting to watch. Yeah, Brentford as well. By the way, 15 goals they've scored this season. 6 games, 15 goals. Only Man City have scored more goals.
Yeah.
Good time to be a Brentford fan, right?
yeah, but you can't play against Maguire every week.
Ooh, horrible you are, Mark. Right, Chelsea, West Ham, Chelsea 2-1. Another game littered with VAR, absolute horacles. Chelsea just sort of grinding through games here and there, not looking at their best though, are they?
You're a Spurs fan. What did you think about that?
What,
West Ham and Chelsea.
West Ham, Chelsea. I think West Ham deserved something, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think VAR had a few mares that game.
Yeah.
With Reece James being one of them as
Yeah.
well. Like, I think he got lucky there. But Chelsea, they just don't look like they're clicking. And I think if Abramovich was still in charge, I don't think Tuchel would be in a...
He'd have been gone already.
Yeah, I think he would have.
Well, they've got a new
I
owner,
really
haven't
do.
they? And new owners sometimes like their own man, and I think there's something going on at Chelsea, like you say.
Spent a lot of money as well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
On what as well?
know,
I don't.
exactly,
It's,
yeah.
it's one of those where you spend a lot
Man
of money.
City gave him Sterling, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
Cucurella's not working out that
Fafana
well.
and Cucurella, like the money spent on them.
Well, Chilwell won in the game. Goal and
Yeah.
assist, didn't he?
It was a beautiful goal as well by Chilwell, to be fair.
Oh, the little through the legs.
Yeah, lovely, weren't it?
What a
Let's
time.
talk about the disallow goal, though, right? And everybody has been kicking off about this. David Moyes fuming, Declan Rice
Done a
double
little
fuming.
tweet.
Rightly so, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about the Newcastle one. I think that's worse, but I just think that you're a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's mugged the ref, hasn't he?
He has
He
mugged
knows
the
he's in
ref.
no man's
He
land.
literally looked, and as soon as he saw that ball going, rolled around.
Well, and that's
he
what
knew he
makes
was
it
in
worse,
trouble.
Isn't it? Mendy's never. He's out of the game.
Yeah.
Whether he's fouled or not, he's out of the game. It's got nothing
It's a
to
relative,
do what
isn't it?
happens to that.
Yeah.
So you're really saying, is that foul bad enough to give a foul? Because Mendy can't get up.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a joke. I think he's gone down and the ref
He
caught it.
knew as soon as he parried it and didn't bring it into himself. He absolutely
He knew what was going on.
He's having a
didn't he?
shocking season as well.
There's been a few times
when
where
he
we're
tried
talking
to
about
turn a
Mendy.
player
Yeah.
and they've
Yeah.
gone in and tapped it in.
Do you know what the bit that killed me the most, though, as a goalie, is the bit where he just laid down on the floor and he turned his back to play, and the play's playing on, and he just turned his back to play, and I'm thinking, don't do that, mate. Even
Yeah,
if
but it
you-
worked.
Even
It
if
worked,
yeah,
didn't it?
exactly. That's the problem.
worked.
That's the bit that worries me, because I can see in the future now other goalies and other players doing this and just turning their back to it. You can't do that. You've got to get up. You've got to, even if you've made a mistake, get up. Just try and rectify your mistake or something. Do you know what I mean? Because even if he gets up and he, like, the striker might see him in his eye line and put him off or something, but he didn't. He just laid there. Bad decision.
You're
really
a Premier
bad
League manager this week on the training ground. You're just telling your players every time there's any
Yeah.
bit of contact,
Sad, isn't
scream
it?
and
Jump
shout,
down.
roll it down,
Yeah.
and you'll probably get
And
it
there's a
turned
goal
over, yeah.
on any corner or anything.
Yeah.
How many pushes are in there?
Yeah.
Like, Bowen's jumped over him and his trailing leg, he's literally flicked it.
Flicked
Yeah.
him. I'm with you, lads. Which brings us on nicely to another VAR stinker, Newcastle against Crystal Palace.
This
And
is
I
the
know you
worst.
are not happy with this
Well,
one.
it's the worst of the lot because it's actually the worst physical contact. Is it Willock and the keeper
Yeah.
collide? The ball goes past and hits Mitchell and goes in, but Mitchell has pushed Willock.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is a prime example of the modern game where you can get hurt and it's not a foul. It's like Willock has actually been fouled. It's a penalty, if anything.
Yeah.
He gets pushed into the keeper. It is a bad collision. How you can watch that back
They
on the
literally
VAR monitor.
sabotaged his own keeper and got away with it.
It's ridiculous. Like,
VAR
yeah.
monitor, how can you look at that and go, that's a foul because he's hurt himself? Like, it's ridiculous.
Is it time that we get actual former professional players sitting in that room with a referee and going,
We're not
no.
former players, and we both would have
that's
given
what
a
I
goal.
mean.
It's
Just
like
somebody with a little bit of
common
sense then.
Yeah,
That's
somebody
it.
who's actually played the game, maybe.
Yeah.
This are big calls, though. These are like, do you know what I mean? West Ham should have got a
The
point.
West Ham, he's gone and watched it. Going back to, like, how can you watch it and actually, because listen, VAR have got their own opinion and they've sent you there. But as a ref, if I'm on that pitch, I'm going, that is not a foul.
You know what
Stick with your
frustrates
decision.
me?
Michael Oliver done it.
Yeah.
I might not have agreed with it, but
Yeah, Michael Oliver.
you've got your own opinion.
It's how they sit and watch it 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
and some idiot has got it in slow-mo. watch it in real time.
Yeah.
That's what happens. If you watch it in slow-mo, everything looks worse. You watch someone punch someone in boxing with a slow-mo, oh my God, it's the best punch in the world. But it's real time.
Yeah,
the game's
true.
played real.
Right, let's move it on. Forest against Bournemouth, okay? And our editor, Frank, is a Bournemouth fan and he is buzzing his tree off today, by the way. He's got the oldest retro Bournemouth shirt on in the world. It's horrible. Anyway, at half-time, or when it was 2-0 anyway, I saw a nice little tweet from yourself, Mr. Mark Goldbridge, saying, just relegate Bournemouth now. They are mud.
Kindest thing to do.
That's put them out of their misery, basically.
Yeah, and it works. The plan works. So I want a job at Bournemouth because obviously they played that in the little dressing room.
Yeah,
didn't
to
they?
G the lads up and get them going.
On the screen,
Yeah.
look what people are saying about you.
Yeah. But
I was fair play. This is what the Premier League's all about. I was like, they'd been beat 9-0 the week before at Anfield, and they're 2-0 down to Forest, who bought a lot of players, and you think it's an easy home win. And you've got to worry if you're a Forest fan now. They're hemorrhaging goals, and it was a fully deserved win from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Away from home as well.
I think this year, nobody is really sticking out to be like really bad. Do you know what I mean? Like normally you get one or two teams that you think, oh, you're going to struggle so badly this year. But Forest have got goals in them. Bournemouth have got goals in them. Do you know what I mean? Leicester currently absolutely languishing, but they've got the quality to get out of it.
Yeah. It's
It's an interesting league this year, isn't it? I don't think anybody's ever going to get cut adrift at all.
No. Fulham need to start winning more games. They play well. Like they are. Like I watched them against Arsenal as well, and they conceded in the last minute or last couple of minutes, and I think they need to
Just get over the line.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they can just get over the line.
They actually play some good football, and they're struggling teams against them.
I think as well for Spurs, we're in the Europa League, but we're playing 6 games midweek.
Yeah.
The Palaces and the Fulhams and the Forests and the Bournemouths, they get a week off.
Yeah, true that.
It'd be interesting to see what Palace do to United on Sunday with a week off.
With
when
the fresh
United
legs.
play Thursday night, and I think that's going to make it the Premier League even more
Interesting.
competitive.
Yeah, true that. Wolves versus Southampton. Wolves finally getting that first win of the season.
I've got to be honest, I've got no idea about this game.
To be
It's
fair,
just one of them games,
I didn't
isn't
watch
it?
that game.
It is a bit of one of them.
I saw the
games.
goal. Keeper made a big mistake.
Yeah, he did a bit, to be fair. Wolves kind of, Wolves and Southampton, very similar sort of thing. You just don't quite know what you're going to get from them, do you?
Wolves are boring.
One week they can beat Man City, the next they're losing to Fulham.
Yeah. I think they'll both be fine. I don't think none of them
Yeah.
are going to be down there. What away? Wolves 14th, Southampton 12th. Not really too much to talk about, to be honest with you. Which brings us on nicely to the last game then. Brighton against Leicester. Brighton are absolutely flying. You're from Brighton.
Yeah. What a goal. Do you see McAllister's goal?
Wow.
And it's been disallowed.
Hey,
I would be
VAR in the
gutted.
mud.
I would be gutted.
I just love Graham Potter. We've mentioned him on
Yeah.
Just such a likeable manager with such a likeable team, and it's great.
And
to
plays
see him
football.
Yeah.
Brighton
Not
just
one of
sort
these teams.
Honestly, I fancy him against most teams in the Premier League, genuinely. I think they even
They lost to
against-
Fulham though, funnily enough. didn't they?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
what I mean.
This is the beauty of the Premier League this year. You just don't quite know what you're going to get. But I do like Brighton. I think they're going to finish top 8 this year.
Yeah, I'd fancy
Yeah?
it.
That'd be amazing to do that.
It
To
would,
sell
wouldn't it?
Cucurella and Bissouma, two
And
of their best
Basuma, they're
players
two.
last year.
I'm in from Brighton. There's a lot of Brighton fans. 2 of their best players.
Yeah, definitely. And just that's coaching. That's proper coaching, that you can lose players and still play the same way and still get results. I love Ten Hag and Conte and all that. They do get big budgets. Potter's doing it on a shoestring. And that's proper coaching. He needs.
Who's their centre mid? I can't remember.
Caicedo.
What a player.
Brighton up to 4th, absolutely smashing it. And who have they got next week? Oh wow, they're away at Bournemouth as well. They win that one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, flying.
Right, it is time though, lads, for Unpopular Opinion. And this week, I actually don't think it's that unpopular. I really don't. I've played in the Premier League with VAR. I've played in the Championship without VAR. I know which one I prefer. I'm going to put it out there. I think VAR needs to be scrapped. I mean, completely scrapped. I don't think we need it whatsoever. Human error, I'll take it, lads. I will. If the referee just makes a mistake or he doesn't see something, cool, I can live with that, yeah? But the decisions that are getting made week in, week out, where somebody has sat there and looked at a monitor and still got the wrong decision, yeah? I can't live with that anymore. And I think it's ruining the game, it's slowing the game down. I think we need to get rid of it.
I think, I do agree, but there is also an argument about offsides and handballs where you're going to need it.
Yeah.
The problem is, we're still having the same conversations this morning, and everyone's still having the same conversations in the pubs, and ultimately, if you've not got somebody who knows the rules or understands the game, you're better off without VAR, because just let them make the wrong decision.
True that.
And yeah, so I think it needs a massive amount of work. They've obviously got a really bad structure of people working in this area.
I think you're right, offsides and stuff like that, they need to stay in there.
Yeah.
'Cause it is,
Over
I
the
think
line.
linos have one of the hardest jobs, how quick it moves and stuff on the side. But what I can't understand is it's the biggest budget in world football, isn't it, the Premier League? How can you not buy a camera for each line so it's not at an angle and stuff like that? So it's
squiggly lines and stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand how the whole pitch along the line can't be covered.
Yeah.
Like Hawkeye, so it's literally definite.
It's definite. It's science. Literally,
Exactly.
it's science. I
You're
think I
offside
agree
or
with
you're
you,
on
to be
onside.
honest with you. With something that's literally fact and science, like offside, it is what it is, and that's it. But when it's an opinion or a decision that somebody has to make personally, I'm happy for the ref to just go and make that decision there and then and leave it with that.
Yeah, because you can't have what you had on Saturday where the West Ham and the Newcastle one, it's more than one eye looking at it and they're wrong. Well, that makes VAR wrong. So
There was less talking points when refs were just in charge.
Yeah, boom.
There was.
Totally agree.
How many people are talking about VAR?
And I don't know what you two think as well. This big bugbear of mine with VAR is, have you ever celebrated a goal 100% like you used to without
that's
VAR?
what I mean.
It's all, and I miss that. I miss a goal going. Arsenal yesterday when Martinelli scores. In my head, I'm like, this better be a foul.
Yeah.
And you see them all running around, really happy, and you're like, they're celebrating for nothing.
mate,
They're
Did you see
celebrating for
Richarlison?
Yes.
I'm hooked for it.
He's taking his shirt off, knee slide.
Do you know what? Do you know what you've just done, Luca, right? You've just led me into our next segment, all right? Because every week we have shithouse of the week, all right? And this week, is the same as last week, because last week's winner was Richarlison, and this week's winner is yet again Richarlison, for that exact reason. He scored a goal.
And it wasn't a worldie, was it? It's a tap-in.
It's a tap-in. He's taking his shirt off.
3-1 against Fulham.
Oh, my God. He's taking his shirt off. The goal gets disallowed, but he still gets the yellow card. Like, what are you doing, mate? Just calm yourself down.
I always think this as well. I mean, I've never played and you've never scored goals, but Connor Cody scored a goal as well.
He gave
He
it.
knows he's bloody offside.
I know.
It's the cheek of them to run off and celebrate. They know. I've played football at five-a-side. I know when I'm offside.
Yeah.
And he's still running off going,
Pictures for the gram, innit? That is what it is.
Yeah. I'll guarantee you, he'd been on Instagram with his shirt off, buzzing, tattoos, looking $1 million.
You're never getting away with it, are you? VAR will get you.
Richarlison, 2 weeks in a row, shit house of the week. I do like you though, Richarlison. I do. I really like you.
I hated him at Everton.
Did you? Yeah. When he plays for you, though.
He used to jump on the floor.
Yeah.
I used to hate you at Watford and West Brom. Oh my! Every minute he used to waste time from the start.
It's true.
Hold the
It's
ball
true.
and just. I used to go. Oh, he's killing us.
Oh, you Spurs fans, get in the comments down below, would you? Just back Luca up.
West
I've said
Brom,
this.
you were awful.
I've said this so many times. Spurs fans hate me more than anybody.
Yeah,
And I know this for
I
a fact.
hated
The time
you.
wasted was world class, wasn't it?
Were you told?
Yeah, for sure.
It was like what? From minute one, it was just like if someone had a shot and he was just in his hand. He was waiting more than I've ever seen a keeper do.
Oh, God. Lads, it's time for Champ and Chump of the Week. And this week's Champ of the Week, we've got a couple contenders, yeah? First of all, though, it's Gary O'Neill. Here's my first one. They got drubbed off Liverpool last week, 9-0. A midweek draw against Wolves, and then 2-0 down against Forest. Brings it back 3-2. Unbeaten start to life under management as Gary O'Neill. He's number one, okay? Number two, we've got Ivan Toney. What a hat-trick.
Yeah.
On fire. What a guy. Brilliant hat-trick. And then we've got Jordan Pickford. Save after save. Pure volume of save. The last-minute save against Salah down to the bottom corner. Absolutely beauty. What are we saying?
I'm going to go Ivan Toney because I just think that these sort of players don't get enough credit at the so-called lesser clubs, and I thought that the free kick was unbelievable, and I loved the chip as well, so I'm going to go Toney.
Yeah.
You're saying that he's a Liverpool fan as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go to Bournemouth.
Gary O'Neill.
No, I'll stick with Toney. I'll give him that.
Luca?
I think Pickford.
Yeah.
He kept him in the game at some point. So
Yeah.
that save where he just fingertipped it
Beautiful,
onto
wasn't it?
the post. Ivan Toney, unbelievable hat trick, but Pickford against in a derby against Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's performed.
Mate, I'm all over that. Goalie love, right, left and
I
centre.
know he's going to win.
He got man of the match as well.
I'm going for
didn't he?
Jordan Pickford as well, just to stick with the goalies. Jordan Pickford was banging on Saturday. Like, when you've got a guy doing that. Do you know the only time when you can celebrate, what did I say to you last week? The only time when you can celebrate a save and absolutely buzz off it, yeah, is when it's the last minute of the game. So he's made a save last minute of the game from Mo Salah, right? Brilliant save. I don't mind him doing a bit of that, yeah?
Not when you're losing and you save a pen.
I wouldn't do it personally, but he's done it, and I can see why. It's a Liverpool derby, 0-0.
That's what about it last week.
Beautiful, all right? So we're going to go for Jordan Pickford, all right? So sorry, even
No,
Tony.
fair play.
Good hat-trick, but we're going to go Jordan Pickford. OK, right, it's time for Chump of the Week, lads. We've got 2 nominations this week, OK? We did only have 1, but something happened yesterday, which I need to explain to you, which is just brutal, absolutely brutal, right? But first of all, we're going to go Andrew Madley, yeah? Andy Madley, West Ham against Chelsea. He had a stinker, didn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
Oof. Rightly nominated as Chump of the Week?
Yeah.
However, we've got a wild card, all right? I was watching LA Galaxy yesterday, yeah? Chicharito, yeah? Former Manchester United player, gets a penalty. What does he go and do? Instead of just smashing it, putting it in a corner, whatever, yeah? He tries to do one of those dirty little Panenkas, yeah? Tries to do it down the middle, and the goalie, do you know what he does? He just stands there, chill. Thank you very much, little P. I'll take that penalty. Brutal. I hate those kind of penalties. So that's my nomination, right? I am going to go
As
for
a keeper,
Chicharito.
you're going to...
Well, one, he used to play for United, and 2, why are we bringing in the MLS? It's not even a proper football.
True that, I know, but it was so bad, I just got to mention it, lads, all right?
I think, for me, it's got to be the referee who represents all the bad decisions this weekend at Newcastle, Villa. Disgusting. I was listening to the radio this morning and they reckon that both those goals that they will accept today that should have been given against Newcastle and for West Ham, which is just disgusting, isn't it, really?
Luca?
Yeah, I'm with you, Andrew Madley.
Maybe we should have just made it VAR. We should have just made Chump of the Week VAR, yeah?
All under one.
At this level, the most watched league in the world, the best league in the world, should not be happening, not acceptable.
No, I'm with you.
And then they come out and say, oh, yeah, we were wrong. How can you get it wrong when you're watching it with professionals in there and then another professional outside is telling you, oh, you got that wrong? It doesn't make sense.
And you always know with football fans as well, apart from Chelsea fans, who let's all agree, we'd say it wasn't a goal. If we're a Chelsea fan, every other fan is going, that's a disgrace. So, you know.
All right, I'm with you then, lads. Sod it, VAR, all right?
Leave Chicharito alone.
Yeah, leave
Stop watching the MLS. God, you've got too much time.
I just love football, Mark. I just love it so much. Right, VAR, you are in the mud. You are this week's Chump of the Week. Right then, boys, that is the end of the show. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for reviewing the weekend's action. VAR is officially in the mud. Man United are going to win the Premier League. Tottenham second. As always, though, pleasure.
Yep.
Luca, look how handsome he is. I can't get over it. What a guy. Well done, lads.
Cheers, buddy.